Hello there, mortals. I am Jensen, and welcome to another live streaming VOD, because I highly doubt that anybody will get in here in the few seconds that it takes me to literally start the stream. Regardless, I have a plan today. So, you probably noticed right behind me, or even in the YouTube games category, that I'm playing No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. But, Jensen, you've already played No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, which is true. And this is basically what we have to show for it. We got 5 achievements, and also a joke for the Emperor, which was actually pretty funny. Now, there are heaps more achievements that we could potentially get. Well, I've got no idea what this thing over my shoulder is. Now, I have a guide in front of me, which may be a little bit of an unpopular thing to admit openly on the internet while live streaming, but there is a purpose for it. I'm going to be going through this game doing a 100% run from start to finish, and hopefully we'll get all cards unless I'm a stupid idiot and I miss something. Okay, let's start a brand new spanking game. This will overwrite the last save. Doesn't matter. The last save was absolutely worthless comparative to the one we're about to start. Okay, so first thing we want to do is go straight into the storage room right here. And we want to go down into the hatch. And we want to basically go all the way forward here from the shadow. Now, in retrospect, I will kind of try not to spoil anything, right? Woo! Hey there, Scott's World Edmonds. Welcome to the stream. Has everybody seen the last stream that I did of No One Lives Under the Lighthouse? Because it's fairly imperative to this one here. This stream's entire purpose is to go on an achievement hunt, essentially. So that is the first thing we need to do. The second thing we need to do is go and interact with something called a music recorder, which I assume by that they actually don't mean music recorder, they mean the gramophone upstairs here. You have? It was quite fun? Excellent. Okay, so, whoa, my God. I have kind of forgotten everything that has happened in the first video of this that I recorded. So I suppose it'll be just as if I heard a scream. It was weird. It'll be just as if nothing happened, as if I'm playing this for the first time ever. Let's turn this on. Very nice. And now we need to hit the crank. Like so. Very nice. Live achievement hunt's my favorite thing to watch, period. Nice. I hope the period isn't part of it, because I do identify as a male and it will be very, very difficult to meet your very unusually strict requirements if that is the case. But I will do my best with what I have, which is a somewhat functioning penis. Okay, we'll fill this up. Nice. And we have performed our responsibilities for the day. Gorgeous. So, obviously I left the last video I recorded with a theory. I'm not going to talk about it too much until we get further into this game, because there may actually be little nuggets of lore that we completely missed with our stupid idiocy that would definitely reshape what we're thinking. But I am definitely going for kind of like a father-son bitter tragedy story at this point. I have to always come into these videos as well with a fresh perspective, but still knowing that I have a slight amount of confirmation bias. The previous keeper disappeared. Suppose he ran away on a boat. Left the dirty of the bastard. Oh, right, that's right. So, yeah, I know exactly who we're talking about here. Now, there's no one on the island. He's Australian, isn't he? I completely forgot about that. So, here we are. We are the protagonist. We are Daddy, for all intents and purposes. We are Daddy right now. But you look like you know the job, do ya? Well, yeah, who do you think trained the other guy? You should light its lamp on the evening and should keep it working until sunrise. I almost just let out a really nasty Australian slur. You also should keep it clean all around, especially the lens itself. You know, the slur that I let slip when I was voicing Pelantris of Frambo. The establishment will find you an assistant soon, and I'll get back here in a week. Less than a standard breakfast of Victoria bitters. Good luck, don't lose your mind from the loneliness. That's actually important. We need to keep in mind that he did say that right at the start of the game, because that line pops up frequently later on, and I still won't spoil anything just yet, just in case this is kind of like the first video that everybody's, you know, watching. We are going to chase these seagulls because they're heinous. How is the volume balancing, by the way? Is it tolerable? Because if it's too loud, I will turn the game down or myself up. All right, so now that we're here, we want to go bring our suitcase from the dock, which we did not do in the previous iteration of this adventure. I am back here to do some stuff for a second. That's absolutely fine. I'm still ticking along. Is the volume okay, or is the game like way too loud? Because it's pretty loud in my headphones. I keep it quite loud just in case a jump scare pops up. You know, for that nice organic reaction. None of that fake YouTuber crap that you keep seeing on big YouTuber sites. So we have our suitcase, which is absolutely fantastic, and we are going to go straight up home, I think. Straight home. Volume is fine? Excellent. Wonderful. So, there's a couple of things we need to do. First, we need to pack away our belongings, and then we need to basically clean up the house, which I'm happy to do. Cleanliness is next to lordliness, I think the phrase goes. Yep, asthma's playing up. That sucks. Let's go and give this here outhouse a quick sniff before we do anything, just in case there's a hidden achievement for this. That was a horrible idea. Not doing that again. I'm like casually playing Nintendo Mahjong while watching this, lol. I love Mahjong. I don't know why I love Mahjong either. Okay, we'll put that down. And here we go. The first medallion, it's in the shape of a, I've already said it on the stream. It's in the shape of a penis. First slot right there. Anything else we take out? There is a compass there. And a little bit of fun facts for you. Compass is a compound word. Phonetically. We need to straighten up this cross right here. And then we need to grab our broom and mop. I know exactly where they are. And mop up all of this black garbage crap right here. Okay, one. Is it just the one? It may actually just be the one piece of vomit all over the ground right here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more vomit. Yep, one black spillage. Good. Next, go to the lighthouse. So now we need to go back out and we need to go and listen to the music recorder again. I think they're mistaking music recorder for, of course, the... Oh, that oscillating frequency is really giving me a bit of vertigo. Oh, we forgot the key, didn't we? Did we? Yeah, we forgot the key. Yeah, it's a gramophone. We need to go and listen to the gramophone. Now, given with how the gramophone kind of degraded in the last episode we did, I had a suspicion that we were here for quite a while, but maybe we haven't actually been here for quite a while. Maybe we've actually been here for, like, just a day, and we've only just unpacked our suitcase. And I say this because I literally just did that. We just got here and I just did that. Okay, so first things first, we'll come all the way up here. Up this gigantic SCP... oh! What was that? What is it? SCP-087-B? Is that the endless staircase with all the nightmares across it? Good. We listen to this. Yeah, that's definitely degraded. Okay, now apparently... wow. We have to do our job. We'll come all the way down here. Okay. I know exactly what to do on account of this guide. We'll come all the way down here, and we need to go into the storage room and find ourselves a few more bits of fuel. There you go, here's a lamp. Probably should have picked that up earlier. I don't see the fuel receptacle anywhere. Oh, it was up top, wasn't it? It's SCP-057-B? Oh, it's definitely an O-something-7-B, isn't it? I mean, I don't have Google at my fingertips right now. I've only got a Steam community and, of course, this video game. And I highly doubt this video game is going to tell me anything about an SCP Foundation. Okay, we need to crank this crank first off. I finished 100%ing Deltarune on the Switch today, so I am bored and decided to 100% Nintendo Mahjong. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I will play a game that I literally hate on PlayStation just so I can get the achievements that I already got on, like, PlayStation 3. Because I got a PlayStation 4. I'm probably not going to get a PlayStation 5, to be quite fair. I don't really think the juice is worth the squeeze. I think the next console for me is going to be the Steam... what's it called? The Steam... the little thumb control stick. Steam Link? No, that's a VR thing. No, I can't remember what it's called. I believe it's SCP-057B, yes. You're probably right on that instance. Okay, we'll come in here. We'll refill this green bucket. And then we'll go up top and do our job. Probably in record time as well, because I think that when I first started this game, I was so confused about what to do and where all the things were that it took me like 20 minutes to finish the first day. Which is a little bit stupid. Usually I don't spend that long doing it. Also, is this how an old lighthouse actually works? I've never actually seen an old lighthouse function. I don't know if that sack like actually descends, like it's a pubescent boy. Right, this should be everything. And now we need to go and... This is really ominous, isn't it? Oh, I took a screenshot just a second too late. Oh, that might bother me in post. Oh, wait, I'm not editing this. Nice. I'm not totally sure what the game's trying to tell me here. Oh, that's right, there's the thing. There's the thing beneath the canoe. I know what the thing is, but I don't necessarily want to spoil it, in case no one watched the first video. Bang, bang into my room. He's gonna bang in the canoe. Oh, I love that. All right. Apparently, we need to go. Whoops, I think we already cocked it up, actually. No. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to actually restart the game now. Which is fine. Which is fine. It's literally just as bad as sitting through the intro cutscenes. Which I can do. So we want to come in here. We want to go down into this dungeon right here. We want to go all the way to the end. Follow this big white shadow. I didn't realize that we have to literally follow the steps of the guide verbatim. Because we missed a very vital step, which would have given us an achievement at the end of the game. All right, now that we've done that, we want to refill this bad boy. Good. Okay. So we got to do the crank last. The crank has to be done last. Oh, hush. Hush, you. It's like I need to do my job. What are you doing, brother? Oh, wait, am I the previous guy? Oh, I must be the previous Lighthouse operant. Then, if that's the case, you interact with this. Come up here. And then we jam this into the slot right there. V nice, V nice, V nice. Come down here. We hit this crank. We have to do the crank last. I think that's just going to be a rule of thumb from now on. Man, this takes ages. I've actually got the same crank on my standing desk that I'm currently at, and it actually takes ages to crank it all the way up. So now that we've done that, should be fine, right? We go up here and all's well. All's well that ends well. Yep, it appears that way. I hope everybody's going to get real intimate with this sound because we're going to hear it a lot. When you finish your Dead Space playthrough, I'd love 100% streams for all extra nonsense. Scott's World, you're going to get that. You are definitely going to get that. When I played Dead Space 3, it had such cool little rewards for finishing it. I can't remember what they were, but they were definitely worth going back into the game and fiddling with. And I can't confirm this, but I'm pretty sure Dead Space 3 had... No, I remember that Dead Space 3 had a New Game Plus, but I don't know if the remake of Dead Space 1 has a New Game Plus. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does. Because then we'll be able to go in there with all of our security level 3 details, and we'll be able to absolutely annihilate the necromorphs. What was the last episode that went out? It was the one where I found the flamethrower, right? Man, that thing kicks ass. I love the flamethrower in that game so much. Usually it's kind of squishy, or it costs heaps of ammo, but it seems like with the flamethrower, you can get so much ammo for it so quickly, and it does virtually the same amount of damage as the plasma cutter. Minus the damage over time on the plasma cutter if you actually get that upgrade for it. So I think that the flamethrower is probably going to be my main until we find... No, it's probably actually going to be the main weapon for the rest of the game. It's probably going to replace the plasma cutter, to be quite honest. I'm also hard set on just finishing the game without upgrading anything about the super suit. I think that'd be really funny, just glass cannon the whole way through. Scott's World. In fact, the original version of Dead Space 1 has New Game Plus. Really? That's cool, actually. I didn't know that because I haven't played it. All right, we can't forget our suitcase, which we actually did previously. We'll chase these seagulls around because they are awful to listen to. Good grief. Seagulls are basically what my hometown is famous for. That and seasonal affective disorder. On this black ice, a lot of people think that we're racist. But the irony is that the reasons people think we're racist is because of a bunch of misinformation that was spread around by well, I don't really want to pull out specific people, but there were Maori tribes doing tours of the South Island of New Zealand, basically standing at all the sites that they deemed to be kind of like sites where they would endure cruelty. And here in Dunedin, we have this gigantic bulkhead door built into the side of one of our small mountains. And our Maori tribes claim that this is where the European settlers, used to lock up the Maori overnight so that they couldn't escape. But the fact of the matter was that the Maori who lived here at the time were not locked into a mountain. They were actually homed in homes that they came here to build with us, with the European settlers. It's quite ironic. Okay, we need to fix the cross, and we need to mop up this horrible black stain right here. So yeah, they took a bunch of photos of themselves crying while standing outside of this bulkhead, and they got a huge government payout for it as well, even though it was based on complete misinformation. What that thing was actually used for was a fridge. It was for food storage, and no one ever slept in there, historically. Okay, good. Now we need to go back into here. We'll do the crank last. The key, of course. I forgot about the key. But yeah, it's a little... There's this thing about New Zealand where the history here was so poorly put together that everybody just kind of assumes the past, and that just ends up being exactly what's, you know, commonly believed. It bothers me specifically, and I have inside information because my grandma writes quite a lot of published books based on the history of New Zealand and its relation to the Presbyterian churches here. And she has quite a lot of the old records which say, hey, this was a fridge. This was the amount of food. Oh, this was the amount of food in it for one day. There were no people in it ever. Unless they were taking shelter from the sun, in which case, fair enough. Okay, we've got to do the crank last. I'm going back to the game now. I've had my rant about kind of unusual Maori to European exploitation. I'm going back to the game. Weirdly, New Zealand doesn't actually have a lot of lighthouses. And that's weird because it was, for a good almost 100 years, a whaling country, a station for whaling, where fishermen would catch whales to turn it into crude oil. I'll take this. I'll also refill this here flask. There's a song going around TikTok. I think it's called The Wellerman Comes. I don't know it off by heart, but New Zealand was one of those countries that song was about. One of the two countries. I think the other one was Ireland. Basically, the Wellerman would come and drop off supplies for the whalers who lived here. Yeah, we've got the oil. We'll come up here. We will, of course, put it into this gigantic lighthouse suckhole, and we have to go outside now. Come out here. We'll get out this lamp, and we have to kind of walk around a wee bit, apparently. Hello? Who said that? Ah. Well, that's different. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can go down to the dock of the shore. Okay, so now we have to go all the way to the end of the map and find that that dude, the ghost, the spectre, is all the way down there. That music truly is a cacophony of the damned, isn't it? Real Creams of the Damned vibes. We'll come all the way down here. We'll exit, of course, and then we'll make a mad sprint. Wonder if we can just go off the edge. Can we? Can we just go off the edge? No, we can't. There's invisible walls. No matter. And unfortunately, there's no jump feature in this game, so we can't break it either. Very unusual. All right, there's that shed. So this shed contains a bunch of home-keeping supplies where we can use to repair our building. And in here, there is a bunch of sandbags. I imagine they're sandbags. I don't actually rightly know what's in them. Could be wheat, for all I know. All I know is that one of the people takes it, because it's got some value to them. It's probably just gravel, to be quite honest. We're on a gravel beach. Wonder if as soon as we start asthmaing, we just release the button, and then we go, oh, here we go. An amnesia, the dark descent moment. There we go. We got an achievement, the Hanged Man. Then your fate was revealed. Don't know what that means, actually. I really don't know what that means. Okay, I don't think he dropped anything for us. He didn't. Or did he? No, he did not. Now we have to go back up to the lighthouse and crank the crank. Can't wait for that 100%ing Dead Space was a difficult one. Something new, but I'd say that it was worth it. I'm good with difficult situations. I don't know if you've been watching any of my shooter playthroughs recently, but you know, landing perfect shots with no HUD is actually, it's not easy, but it's one of my skills. It's one of my enormous throbbing skills. So we'll come up here, straight back to the lighthouse. I can't believe I theorized that the lighthouse was just a giant butt plug for Cthulhu. Like, there were instances where I genuinely thought, oh no, that could actually be the game, and I'm being trolled. Very silly. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to 100% Dead Space. I'm actually loving playing it, but I can't play it for any longer than like an hour, because then I get too used to the horror and the jump scares don't really do a hell of a lot. Although I have found some little strategies, like I think deploying the mines. The mines are good crowd control. I have been using them instead of stasis. So if I run out of those deployable mines from the pulse rifle, I think it's called, then I can just start using stasis. That is going to make the whole game significantly easier, I think, because then I won't be bogged down by such petty things as ammo. Right, good. That should be it. We go up here, and the day is done. Wonderful. Okay, so that is the day one out of the way, which is just riveting. It's doing a wee spin. Them some cheap beards. Gotta be said, those are really cheap beards. So this should be the canoe scene, right? Where they start knocking on it. Bang, bang. In the canoe. He's gonna bang, bang all over you. Yep, there he goes. It would have been quite funny if they just doubled down on the old, the canoe is the bad guy trope. Let's look at some of this pomegranate right there. Oh, yuck. Let's take all of our stuff And of course, we'll come in here, we'll grab our broom, and we'll start cleaning up this black vomit all over the ground. Yuck! Disgusting! And once we have done this, there are going to be some little goodies for us to go and pick up. Excellent. Oh, we're actually really close to another one of the achievements as well. We've got everything, right? Yes! We most certainly got everything. Let's take our broom all the way down to the... yuck. Can we sweep this? No. Okay. Makes sense, honestly. We'll go all the way down to the gravel beach, and we'll see if we can't grab ourselves another collectible. And then we have to crap ourselves and swear and blow our nose against our bare arms and do a bunch of other gross things, I think, while we try and figure out what we're actually supposed to be doing. I love how calm the ocean is, and yet it sounds like a tsunami is coming in. Oh, here we go. There's all the black crap. So around here, there should be a little dit. There we go. An eye. Don't know what kind of eye. Probably not the Eye of Providence. Right. So Stonehenge out in the distance is still not functional. There's nothing over there worth seeing. Despite the fact that this eye is looking right at it right this second, it's just looking over our shoulder, knowing what is to come. But it is what it is. So now that we've got this, we can go into the lighthouse. We can go into the lighthouse and we can start our job. Oop, it's covered in a bunch of black crap as well. Okay, I imagine this one goes on the second slot right there. Yep. Very good. Wonderful. So where's all of our stuff is my next question. Unless we just left all of our tools and goodies inside. Maybe we did. Oh no, I'm holding them. God, I'm so negligent. Okie dokie. We'll come straight in here. I know that was probably a little bit jarring to watch. It jarred me a little bit. And now we need to refill our can. Good. I really do have to follow these steps, like, word for word, unfortunately. And now we go all the way to the top right here. And we're supposed to give the record a scratch. Which, again, I'm happy to do. Man, these windows are kind of naffed, aren't they? Awesome. There's a rag right there. And this is horrible to listen to. Thanks, you shouldn't have. Do we maybe get these? Yes. Okay. Refill your fuel can. Grab the cloth. Yes. And clean the big glass panels. Okay. I plan to do that anyway. Okay, we've got to go outside to do this, I think. Where's the outside? Here it is. Boom! 1. I think there's 8 of these in total. 2. Because I'm also pretty sure that the lenses on the glass house are an octagon. I wonder why they didn't put the big grey beam on the edge of the paneling, as if it makes sense, instead of smack dab in the middle. A little bit silly. But who am I to complain? I'm here for lore, not thematic consistency in the textures. All I can hear is seagulls as well. Good grief. It's quite dark now, which is fine. So, go back to refuel the fuel. Yep, I would love to do that, actually. That is a great idea. I will shove the fuel into this wee hole right here. Boom! And now we will come down. Now, whoa, yuck. Yucky! Apparently listening to that gramophone right there gives us an achievement called the Tower for listening to all 3 iterations of the song. Maybe I should have left the music on. Okay, so now we need to go and get some sandbags because Whatsmadoodle has eaten them, as we can see right there. Which is fine. There's some rope in there as well. We're not going to worry about it too much yet because the guide is not telling me to. Get our lamp out. We'll come all the way down here into that shed that I was talking about just before. Okay, so once we're here, we grab sandbags out of here, right? And hopefully we can... No, we cannot just grab more sandbags. Can we now? No. We can only grab one sandbag at a time, which is a little bit silly. If I could, I'd grab 3. But it seems as though we need to go way away from that shed for whatever forces be above us to put sandbags into that hole. So once we do this, we want to... Nope, this pretty much is the answer. We gotta just do this 3 times. No, not that, not that. We gotta put this down. There we go. And now 2 more times, the slog begins. You gotta wonder sometimes if the time gates of chores are literally just put into games to kind of increase the amount of time that a player spends playing a game. Because sometimes I feel like game developers are afraid somebody's just gonna refund a game after they've played it and 100%ed it. Because you can on Steam if you've only played, I think, under 2 hours of a game now. They changed it from 3 hours quite recently. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like if somebody likes a game and they played less than, you know, the refund threshold, they're just going to keep the game. Just to say, hey, yeah, I played this. It was quite fun. I'm like that. I collect games that are fun. Half the games I own in my Steam library are just games I played on PlayStation, and I just like them so much I wanted to support the developers. Okay, here's the second bag right there. Wonderful. Very wonderful, one might say. Okay, we're running. Actually, there is something about this. So, got the remnants of the sandbag. You'll have to access the tool shed where you'll be able to fix the crank. Grab the sandbag and use the rope. Okay, yes, very good. With the third sandbag, you will be chased, yes. Get to the... Wait, really? Get to the outhouse. No shot. No shot, go and take a crap. Well, there we go. We just got eaten, which is absolutely fine, you know. Okay. I'm running. I'm going to the outhouse. I'm taking shelter in the toilet. Well, that was an achievement. That is absolutely just disgusting. Ugh! I hope we bathe after this. That is disgusting. All right, so we've done basically everything. Oh, we're good, actually. Oh, I was hoping that the flies were gonna like follow us around since we just crawled out of a toilet. Is Nightmare House 2 after Poppy Playtime Chapter 3? I think it's a toss-up, actually. I'm thinking either that or Cry of Fear. But if I play Cry of Fear first, then I'm going to be playing Nightmare House 2 after that. Because they're both Half-Life 2 mods, aren't they? It's 50-50. It's 50-50 split. A lamp out so we can see. We need a rope right here. Pretty good. I didn't find that in the guide. I actually remembered that from the last video that we made of this. We'll come up here now to this gigantic glowing beacon of light. Now, there was an achievement for shooting the monster later on in the game, but I scoured the location we were in and I did not find a gun. I don't know how we were supposed to shoot it. Okay. Come up here with the rope. So I imagine we have to go to the top first. We have to descend the rope all the way down, and then we can attach all these bags right here. Let's get rid of this third bag, just in case it's actually weighing us down a little bit. Be good. Be good. Maybe that black stuff's less like liquid, more like a web. Weird. Well, that's horrible. I'm not even going to bother with that. Let's try and fix the rope here, which we can do. That is actually fantastic. And then we'll go all the way down. We'll hoist these sacks up onto the rope, of course, because we don't really have a choice in the matter. We are paid government employees, I suppose, of whatever government governs this country. 1 sack, very nice. 2 sacks, very nice. 3 sacks, that's suspicious. Okay, now we can do it. After we do this, we're fine, actually. We just need to make sure that this has some oil in it, so I'm going to go and refill it if I must. Good thing I did, otherwise we'd have to make another trip downstairs. And now we do our jobs. We do our jobs. I'm actually really excited to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, because I've seen a couple of teasers. And some of the monsters in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 look absolutely terrifying. I don't know why. I always think that these, like, massively overhyped games, or just 100% always end up crap. We didn't need to do that, actually, because it was already lit. Whoopsie daisy. That's fine. Come down. Now we'll hoist this crank. But yeah, Poppy Playtime has blown me away. Absolutely just phenomenal. Phenomenal game. I'm actually surprised it got made to the quality that it did, with all of the absolute garbage stuff that people were just spouting out about it when it first dropped. I guess that saying about people just hating things because it's popular is absolutely true. Nightmare House 2 should be first because it came out first. I like the logic. I like the logic. I haven't decided yet. It'll be whichever one's easiest to set up that'll go out first, and then I'll, you know, try and set up the other one. Because I don't know if Nightmare House 2 has its own standalone launcher, or if you do actually have to do a game conversion from Half-Life 2 to play it. I know that Cry of Fear just has its own dedicated little... That was weird. Okay, we can't go outside, which is good. It's got its own dedicated launcher, and it's also a full game on Steam. Here's the moths. They've come to blot out the sun. Hello, moths. Oh, that's a big one. Why is it spinning? That's the only one that's spinning. Oh, it's disappeared now. Okay, well, that was weird. I wonder if the developer individually painted all of these windows with these little moth textures. Or if there's kind of like an algorithm around it. I think it's just got a billion textures. A billion little icons. Now, this actually has nothing to do with the story. By the way, I found that the light coming from the lighthouse literally has nothing to do with what we're experiencing right here. Okay, can we go home now? No. We're stuck here. Come in! I hope you brought the key, because I am locked in. Oh, that's right, we should be able to see the guy through the grates, shouldn't we? Which is actually a very nice touch. I do find that really cool. What I don't understand is how the lamp turns off. All right, next day. So we need to clean up this black ink again, which is fine. I'm happy to do so. Especially in such revolting dreck weather. Okay. And here's some oil right there. Oh, Poppy Playtime had merch day one. Still, is that a reason to really hate on the developers? It just kind of scream cash grab? Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of the development side of video games, like a lot of the development side of video games. And I can say with utmost certainty that the development of a game drains finances so fast. So what surprised me more is not really that people hated that it felt like a cash grab. Oh, NFTs from launch? Yeah, no, that's greedy. But, you know, merch kind of, it supplements the further creation of a game. Like Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's was almost identical, minus the NFTs, which granted is dirty. Okay, now that we've done that... Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we need to go and get a shovel from the shed. Wait, did we get all of the black crap? Oh, yeah, we did, actually. I don't think it unlocked a card for us, though. Because I remember for the Emperor! I remember that meme. Okay, so we need a shovel. And now we need to dig up this mound. We need to dig up these tiles in a specific order, apparently. Ah! Penis! Okay, what? At your rightmost? What the hell does that mean? At your rightmost, the edge and the rock surrounding the buried mound spot. At your rightmost. Huh? Oh? Oh, probably this one, right? The edge and the rock surrounding... Yeah, okay. That's the one. That one's next. Nothing. That makes sense. Behind the lighthouse is another buried mound spot. And also a secret. Great! So got to come up here next. How the hell did people figure this out, by the way? This is just like a... This is a small indie game, isn't it? We got to dig this one up. Oh no! Yay! Excellent. We now have a pupae. Oh, I think the medallions are trying to kind of like tell us the order of events as well. Of what happened. Five Nights at Freddy's had no merch from launch at the very least. No, not from launch, but the merch came very, very quickly, and it was definitely used to fund the next few games. Like, I have no problem with merch dropping really, really early for a game. What I do have an issue with is NFTs and crypto being made. And there were also a lot of rumors about, like, what was it? Harassment and bullying as well. Between the house and behind the outhouse is another one. Good. But as it turns out, the people who were trying to make the accusations of bullying weren't doing their research. Turns out it was actually a contracting company who was doing the bullying against one person in that contracted company. So that person just blamed the whole Poppy Playtime franchise for his experience with an outside third-party contractor. Right, facing to another rock. There's a mound behind it. What do you mean? What do you mean by facing to another rock? Down here, maybe? Ah, yep, that looks like it. That's pointing right at the rock. Good, move forward to the right edge for another rock and a mound on it. Over here, maybe? Another rock. Here we go. Wonderful. And on the leftmost is behind a wheeled cart, which I actually remember being just down here. So this should be the last one before we actually have to go in and do the mission for this. And what do we get for that? Did we get anything for that? I don't think so. Ah, you will need to proceed to another area, which means a monster is going to chase you. Go inside the tool shed, and after that, exit to proceed to where the monster started chasing you. Okay, so that's just over this yonder's way here. Yeah, I hear you. So we actually know that this is about to happen. Oh, facing the wrong way. I actually just ran towards the monster like an absolute idiot. I wonder if we can go and hide in the toilet again. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, though, given that we could reach the shed much easier. Let's just go to the shed. We'll play it safe. We don't want to asthma to cost us the game. Here we go. Done. Now we leave immediately because that spider has just the absolute worst type of focus. He's got the ADD, you see. He's got the ADD. And up here, in the middle where 3 trees are, a mound is on the ground. This will then shift the day to night cycle. Grab the pen. Okay. So in between the trees, right here, we got to do this one. And the stuff in it. Here we go. Things we need to actually do the mission. Okay, we've still got the shovel. So we need to come all the way back to the front house. I think that's supposed to be our house. You follow the road down as opposite to the lighthouse or the right side. Sorry, I just ran into a bunch of rocks. I have no idea what this guide means by the right house. It's probably the building on the right? So there's got to be a mound behind this, right here. I wonder if the rain kind of dredged it up. What, this one here? Nope. Back is a mound near the front house where you follow the road down as opposite to the lighthouse or the right side. That means absolutely nothing to me. The front house. What the hell is a front house? It's gotta be this one, right? This big shed right here? Dead seagull, that's fine. I don't really see anything behind this. Nothing in the hatch. Right here. Wow, I cannot see a single thing. Where the hell am I? It could be this kind of like canoe landing just over here that this guy is talking about. But this is gravel. Why would there be a mound of dirt by the gravel? Okay, there's an ore, a couple of ores actually. Scott's World, Nightmare House 2. I had quite a bit of fun with Cry of Fear. It was quite confusing and annoying. Yeah, I've heard that a bunch of different times from a bunch of different people. But confusing and annoying is my bread and butter. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. I am literally going as a blind man through this gigantic storm of rain and garbage, trying to find a single mound of dirt in this haystack of a map. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, actually, the lamp really helps. Anything down here? Nope. The thunder kind of assists, but not to the extent that it would actually be terribly helpful for our situation. Okay. I'm trying to kind of figure out where this guide is pointing me. There is, in fact, a screenshot of where I'm supposed to be looking, but as you can see, it's about as helpful as tips on a bullet, or a waterproof tea bag, or an ejector seat in a helicopter, or a rating system for Tinder. Okay. Maybe we have to look around the lighthouse. Probably makes the most sense, right? Going back is a mound near the front house, where you follow the road down as opposite to the lighthouse on the right side. What? What are you talking about, game? Is it around here, maybe? Is it amongst this thick grass? No, there's the dead seagulls, and that's where the medallion was. Not seeing a hell of a lot, to be quite honest. Alright, there's like a landmark in the background. I just can't make out what it is. It looks like the shed. It looks like the also kind of looks like that. It could be this. I could actually be standing on it right now. If it's not literally in the spot that I'm in right this second, it's probably going to be further down towards the shed. You know, I think it's closer to the shed than it is that house right there. We'll come down here. So, according to the screenshot, it should be around here. But there's not a lot that would tell me that there is actually something around here. By the way, this achievement is for persevering and finding all of the holes to dig. I just have no idea where the last one could possibly be. Is that it there? No. It's closer. This thing's supposed to have a little angle on it as well. Maybe over here. Does that look about right? No. No, it does not. It looks completely wrong. Okay. I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to check out the other house, because I think this is actually the one. Going back is a mound near the front house, where you follow the road down as opposite to the lighthouse, or the right side. None of that makes a single lick of sense. Okay. I'm still going to persevere. Like, the worst that can happen is we just, like, waste a bunch of time. Which is still fine by me. Near the front house. So, I think it's supposed to be on the path going up the hill towards this building here. Kind of judging from context. But, every time the thunder strikes, and I take a good look around, I don't actually see any black spots. Maybe that's a strategy. Maybe I need to wait for the thunder. No, I saw nothing. There was nothing. That looks familiar. So it should theoretically just be right here, shouldn't it? Still don't see anything. Right. It's further down here. No, that most certainly doesn't look right. That rock also not right. Okay, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. I don't know where this thing could possibly be. I'm pretty sure I've scoured the entire area forever and a day. I've actually spent more time looking for this thing than the current weather has to offer. We come down here. Going back is a mound near the front house where you follow the road down. Gubbly. They've worded that really stupidly. Give me like another second. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, we've done the one by the broken cart. Between the rocks near the passage to the beach, which is empty. So that's just over here. But the one behind the cart is also separate from that. So between some rocks. We have to confirm. Ah! Okay. I found another one. So that should be the full requirements for the achievement Temperance. I'll just make sure I've got them all. So there's one near the tool shed with a seagull, which we already got, yes. Behind the lighthouse, 3 seagulls and a medallion, we definitely have that. Behind the house, I'm virtually certain that we got that one as well. Just up here. Nope, I was following a rock. There it is, there's the house. And here, there. We definitely have that one, yes. Behind the rocks, down from the house. I think that is down here, is it not? Over here? Yep, we definitely got that one. Behind the rocks, down from the previous spot, near the edge. Rocks? Rocks? Yep, dead seagull, we got that one. Left from the house, near the road, with 2 seagulls. I'm not sure I got that one. But we will definitely go and have a look-see regardless. So here's the house. And there's the wrong angle. Could be around here. Although, don't really see one around here. I've got the angle wrong on the house. Should be around about where I'm standing, I think. Left from the house near the road. Left from the house near the road. Got 2 seagulls. That's definitely not the one. Okay, here's the house. We're facing the house. We go left from the house. Near the road. This, no, that's not one. I'm loving all this temporary light. From the thunder. Get our lamp out so we can see just a little bit better. Okay, there's an empty one between these rocks right here, but I'm not totally sure that's the one that I'm looking for. The one I'm supposed to make sure I get. Near to the road. I don't see anything near to the road. Well, it's supposed to be around here. Maybe it's further up. Right, my asthma's playing up. Hello, Lighthouse. My old friend. I've come to dig your spots again. Maybe I missed this one. I think I may have missed this one. Oh my days, this is like Slender, the 8 pages, but instead of a fun little experience where you outrun a cryptid, I'm fumbling around with no visibility, with a cacophony of thunder going on in the background. Straining my eyes to be able to see a spot that we may or may not have already found. What the hell? Left from the house, near the road. The screenshot doesn't even show the road. To be quite honest. Is that the angle? No. Definitely that angle. And 180 from there should be around about here. Near the road might pizzle. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. That is... Yep, we have not dug it. Now we dug it. There we go. Okay, so it was actually a good thing that I double-checked that. Wicked! So now we've got all of the birds dug up. Do your job. We need to do our job. We need to do our job. Okay, I can do our job. That's fine. I'm happy to do so. It's probably the one thing I know in this game how to do. Okay, wonderful. Now, we probably need to refill our oil really quickly, because it is probably empty. God, it is dead silent in here. That's fine. Good. Fill the fuel can, go up and interact with the music recorder again, apparently. And then we get another Chivo. There we go! All the way up. And we need to interact with this now. Great, the tower. From day to day, you fought the silence in the tower. Well, it's not exactly what I would call silent up here. Honestly, it's not. It's just not. Okay, we'll refuel this, and then we need to go back and crank the crank where it keeps on dying. Okay. Where's the crank? It's under us, isn't it? Wonderful. Let's crank this bad boy. Steam actually just crashed on my phone. Wow. Shameful. Okay, good. And that should be good for a little while. We probably actually have to go down and refill our little jug here. Probably makes the most sense now. Scott's World, what do you mean? Are you telling me loud as hell lightning.mp3 isn't quiet? Well, it's not soothing. I'm not soothed by it, to be quite fair. Okay. Thanks to Steam crashing, I now have to try and find where we were on the guide, which is right here. Crank machine, refill the slot. We need to go... We need to refill our oil or something. And then we need to go upstairs, out the gate, and wait for it to die. I think. It's just work stuff. It's literally just work stuff that we have to do. We probably have to crank that crank. I'm going to go and refill our jug really quickly. Thank God this room is insulated so efficiently, huh? Never mind. I completely take that back. It is not insulated well. Okay, fortunately we have our lamp this time. I don't think we had this in the previous game that we played of this game. So we were just stumbling around in the dark for a while. Let's crank, and then we'll go upstairs and we'll make sure that the What's-My-Doodle actually has enough oil in it. We're doing the crank! We're cranking it! Cranking it harder than a gooner. Okay, we should be good. And here, we look around apparently, see what's going on. Damn, this lighthouse has seen better days. Seen many better days. And there we go, it's dead. So let's go inside. If I could only find the goddamn door. Where's the door? There it is. Okay. I was literally one slot away from finding it. Get that. What are you doing? I already filled this up. I literally went down to fill it up. And now it's empty. Maybe I was just like, I really can't be bothered doing this today. Maybe I just won't do it. Maybe I won't fill the can. Maybe I'll just bump the can against the oil receptacle and see what happens. Okay, yes, very creepy. Black crap everywhere. Let's fill this bad boy up. Okay, can't see anything. Fortunately, I've got this lamp. So now we should just have to fill it up, and that should be the day, right? It seems like it's still spinning. Okay, and here we go. Done. I don't know if you have a VR, but I'm really hoping for some VR playthroughs in the future. Oh, Scott's World. Oh, buddy old pal, you are going to be so pleased with me. I actually do have a VR. I've got a Meta Quest 2 because I don't need base stations all around the room and I can use it wherever I want. I have got a couple of plans lined up. For example, I found somebody completely made the entire RuneScape universe in the Skyrim engine, and I have been able to translate that into VR, which is pretty cool. What else is there? Blade and sorcery, I am really good at. Swordsman, I got really good at that. I am pretty sure I'm the first person to ever log the report that the game crashes if you put more than 2 heads on your sword at any given time. So my in real life martial arts experience has actually paid dividends to my VR experience. What else is there? Blood Trail, I really want to play that one. I'm good at the boxing. I love VR so much. VR is really fun. Especially the way I play it. That's not good. Someone's moved all of the oil. Right. So we go downstairs. Makes the most sense, actually. Oh, you penis! Actually just got jump scared by a moving fuel canister. I'm leaving now. That's amazing. Yeah, I was thinking of doing like build guides for Blade and Sorcery as well, because I've got a few builds that are quite reliable. Like I've got one called Bob the Builder, which I use quite reliably, which is literally just a warhammer and a pick. And essentially what you want to do is you want to take the hammer or the pick and you want to knock it right up against somebody's chin upwards. It makes them fall over. And then you put the pick on them and then you just hammer it into them and it kills them instantly. Doesn't matter if they're wearing armor either, because the amount of force driven through the pick penetrates. Dude, when you get to the FNAF games, watching you play Help Wanted is going to be a blast. That one actually scares me. I own it. I own Help Wanted. I'm genuinely scared of playing in VR. I watched Markiplier play a little bit of it. I watched Game Theory play a little bit of it. It looks like one of those kind of games where you're going to need like 3 or 4 different VR headsets just to have on standby in case you yeet the one that you have on across the room. Whoops. That's clumsy. Okay. Next day, we need to pick up our key, go to the kitchen, pick up a bunch of crap, actually. Go outside to the shed while it's foggy. We need all the tools. Oh! Yeah, there is actually one that I didn't get. I'm glad I read the guide for this. So in here, there's a bunch of crap. Dead seagull right there. I've taken the dead seagull. We're going to try and pick up as much of this crap as we possibly can. We probably want to sweep. I love that game. I've 100% of the base game and the Halloween DLC and its sequel. Damn, man, that is actually really impressive. Do you get desensitized to the jump scares in VR, or do they just hit you every single time because it's so immersive? All right, we need to go all the way down to the tool shed here. Yeah, I got a bunch of different VR games all lined up. I'm most excited. I don't know if I'm going to get away with putting it on YouTube, but I'm most excited for the game Blood Trail. Because it's basically just a psychopath simulator. Like, if you ever seen People Playground, you get to be the thing in first person that is the playground master, so to speak. Oh, right, we're in. Okay, we'll take this ladder. Good. Don't know if we can take anything else with this on our shoulder. Yes, we can. We just put the ladder in our pocket. Take that. Take the nails. Take the hammer, of course. Take the shovel, because we're going to need it. Oh, I just realized that it's the seagull. The seagull made that gigantic hole in the ceiling. Jesus, that's insane. Okay. So, go to the front right of the house. I'm still thinking that's a Cthulhu butt plug at this point. There should be a point to kind of bury the seagull around. Oh, this. Wonderful. Boop. Done. Nice, the High Priestess. You've performed the ceremony. So that's why there's so many buried seagulls around the place. It's us doing it. High Priestess. Screw this, I'm going inside. Wouldn't that insinuate that we are in fact female when we are... I don't think it's necessarily set in stone that we're male. I thought we were male though. I thought that was a canon of the game. Okay, so let's repair these bad boys here. One there. And we'll repair this plank as well. Scott's World, honestly, the game is so immersive, the environment, you'll never get used to being there. It's terrifying, but the jump scare are actively at least scary things about the game. They didn't translate well. Wait, so you're saying that the jump scares that you get in the game aren't necessarily what you would call in place? Is that what you're getting at there? Like it's a little bit comical, or does it just flat out just not translate well? Like the jump scare in your face, it doesn't make sense. We've done that. Continue repairing the house. Fix and clean everything, which we have already done. Excellent. We make our bed. A little bit silly that we can't make our bed. A messy bed makes a messy head. Okay, let's get this ladder out. I think we have to put it here. Yeah, yes, here. And now we climb it. One plank here. One plank there, one plank there, one plank there. Oh, I used to build homes. This reminds me of that a little bit. But at the same time, if you ever nail planks to the outside of your house, you've cocked something up. You should really be doing it on the inside. Because planks generally aren't waterproofed or water treated. Oh, the jump scares are kind of funny and don't look quite right in VR. That fills me with a little bit more confidence. But the storytelling and in the environment is just downright terrifying. Okay. I've always loved the storytelling of FNAF. It's always been my favorite franchise in terms of, like, hidden lore. Oh, it's just dark. Okay. I thought we were being attacked by something. Right. So, now that we've done that... we get the medallion from inside the house, where the kitchen is, apparently. But also, the game is intentionally funny as well to break up the horror. That's great. I love that. Comic relief is... oh, whoops. I got a new keyboard. And I'm still trying to, like, get used to all the extra buttons. Okay, so there should be a medal right here. Very nice. Excellent. Moth. Oh! What is this? A gun! Yes! And a box and a painting? 2 shotgun shells, very nice. What do I do with this little box thing? Oh, that's my ammo! Okay. So I have a shotgun. I can aim it. I don't think I really need to be aiming it, though. It seems to be like middle of the screen kind of stuff right there, right? Gun. Yes, it's a gun! Gun, 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 gun! It's a gun! Okay, now that we've done that, we get the... Reloading your double-barrel shotgun and never fire until you see danger or something which I will mention to shoot at. Okay, very nice. I actually know exactly what to shoot this at. Okay, so... Wait, what's next? Pick up the kitchen items on the ground. We missed something? Yeah, we missed a fork and this thing and... Anything else? Yep, this can of beans right here. We forgot to pick that up as well. Oh yeah, we've got this pot of food right here, don't we? I have no idea what to do with this pot of food. I don't think I figured it out in the last area. Do we have our lamp? We don't, do we? I don't think we do. What about this candle? Can we take it? No. Right. Rightio. Okay. After cleaning the kitchen, proceed to finish the last slot with the medallion. This will open up the chest. Yep, we did that. We got the gun, ammo holder, 2 shells, a picture. Yep, we got all that. Put the picture on the middle table beside the chest. I already did that. Reload your double-barrel shotgun. Or is it just as simple as hold and click? Oh, I have to hit the R button. That's actually really intuitive. And I don't still have the... No, I don't have the shotgun shells anymore. I imagine we can pick more up later. Okay. After cleaning your house and mopping all black spillages from the previous days, you unlock the next achievement after getting out of your house. We're about to find out if we get another one. Yeah, there we go. The Emperor. As expected, you've kept your domain clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Also, what are my thoughts on Molly say Rambly hurt Lloyd in Indigo Park? That's a... Yeah, so I don't actually think Rambly has hurt anybody. I don't think he can. And I've got a game theory coming out whenever I record it about why. So I don't want to spoil it just yet, but the game theory I have does answer that. Okay, good. So, clean your house. Make sure to pick up the last metal spoon if it didn't pop, and do not worry about the pot of food with it. We will still carry it with us. If they're inside the lighthouse, do not ever pick up the lamp, which I accidentally did due to placement of it, but upon playing to reach this point, restart the level after you pick it up if you do the same as me. Don't pick up the lamp. Continue on, pick up the fuel, and then refill it. Do we have our little can? We must have our little can. I've got the gun. I don't think we've got a gas can, though. Why do you think Molly says that Rambly hurt Lloyd? I think that Molly is a feral mess. Quite frankly, without spoiling, like, the details of it, I think that the actual creatures that we come across in Indigo Park are feral. I think that they used to be people, and I think that they were grown in a lab. The bodies. I didn't turn that on. The hell? Okay. Did we just refuel this can? Yeah, we must have. I don't know, actually. Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah, Indigo Park to me kind of makes it seem like the park got way too big, much like Disney. They decided to start growing the mascots in a lab rather than hiring people to be in the suits for better immersion. And I think that the people were kind of like imprinted onto the brain of these creatures. For the version of Molly that says that the animatronics of Molly was at the beginning of the game, I don't think it's an animatronic. I don't think any of them are animatronics. I think that there were like mascot suits and then they kind of got a little bit too real really, really quickly without even, like, it just completely skipping animatronics altogether. Okay. So... got a lighthouse balcony to find 4 seagulls. 2 will stay, and then you can shoot it with your double barrel. Okay. Fine. One of the shells must be used on a bird. That feels good, actually. I can't wait to do that. We're gonna go hunting for some bird. Oh, would you look at that? One of my friends is playing the new Destiny 2 patch. Shut up. Okay, we'll come up here. I think we won't hit the crank. We will refuel the... Can we put soup in here? No, could you imagine? New guy comes in. Oh, thank God you're here. I poured soup into the receptacle. Okay, we'll come around. We'll scare the seagulls. Hello, birds. So this right here, this one laughing at us, is actually one of the ones we're supposed to shoot. Oh, this is going to feel good. Oh, oh, video games allow you to do things you could never do in real life, huh? I just got the fool. I just got the fool. We got an achievement for that. At the beginning of the game, when you go to fix the train, an animatronic Molly jump scares you, saying that Rambly hurt Lloyd. Yeah, I mean, I went back to take a bunch of thumbnails, and I couldn't help but notice that in every single scene that you come across in the game, Molly is actually there. Like, even if you go into kind of like Lloyd's area in the train and you just look behind you, Molly is hiding behind the curtain. So Molly is literally everywhere, and I don't think she is supposed to be an animatronic. I think she was a replacement for the staff. Okay, we did all that, and now we need to... Yeah, we filled it up. We probably need to hit the crank, don't we? Or maybe not. Move on and do your job, refill the fuel slot, then crank the machine. Make sure to go back up to have a feather black. Yep. Go down to the storage. Realize you dropped your key. I didn't drop my key. What? Why would you say that? Let's get that. Yeah, let's not tempt fate by holding that shotgun right there. No, I mean, there is also an animatronic. Yeah, there are a couple of animatronics, like, spread throughout the place, but when people say animatronic these days, I think of the, like, Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. You know, the sentient ones that walk around doing whatever they want because they're actually people. There's 2 mollies. There could be 50. There could be 50 mollies. We haven't seen the second chapter yet, which I imagine is going to show us some kind of biological lab. One is a living being, one was a living being, and one is an animatronic mascot. I'm not too fresh on the lore. I have started scripting it, but it definitely needs polishing, the game theory. It's coming out. It's not necessarily about those details, though. It's about, like, kind of like the whole overarching state of the Indigo Park facilities. Because I also couldn't help but notice that the game specifically chose the wording Wranglers instead of Rangers. Like, Rangers would make the most sense for immersion, right? As somebody that kind of, like, patrols wildlife parks and sanctuaries and stuff. It would make the most sense for an animal-based park to have those. But instead they're Wranglers, and the Wranglers are staff. So I think... Whoa! I think that the Wranglers are kind of specifically hired to handle these biologically grown beings. I've talked about them a couple of times. Homunculi. A lab-grown monster. I think that's what the Wranglers were supposed to be doing. Keeping tabs on them. Okay, so we should be good now. I just got jump scared. Okay, and now we have to go through the horrible dungeon. Oh, apparently we did drop our key. How would we have known? Wranglers is just fun. I don't know. In game development, a lot of game developers specifically choose wording For reasons. They specifically choose it for reasons. There is very rarely something put into a game by a developer by pure chance, unless they don't really have a complete vision of what they were doing before they started. Okay, the thing is behind us. I'm going this way. I fell in the hole. I think we were supposed to go that way. Good, that's exactly what we were supposed to do. Righty-ho! Righty-ho. Yeah, usually when people design games, they've already got a world in their head before they even start programming. It's like that old Carl Sagan quote, if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you got to start with the universe. And game development's no exception to that. You got to be real negligent to... Oh, breathe the escape and disappeared. That's some voice acting. You got to be a really negligent developer to, you know, not think about every single thing that you spend hours handcrafting for somebody else's enjoyment over a few seconds. Right? It makes the most sense. Okay, good. Section is straightforward, so skip to the part where you're at the lighthouse lamp, if you want, but otherwise, here is a solution. Yeah, this does look pretty damn standard. Okay, we need to go and pick up the dagger, which is not that way, it's this way. We'll come all the way down here. Looking for, I think, a gap in the wall, if memory serves. Which it should. Memory has no other function than to serve. Oh, that's right, we have to drop down, don't we? Good. Indigo Park has 10 out of 10 personality. I fully agree with that, 100%. I'm working on a game right now and have like 7 notebooks filled with story points. The game is called Apocalyptic Purgatory. There you go, that just proves my point. I'm working on one right now called You Are Dog. It's a pick-a-path visual novel where you are a dog. You are literally a dog, and you kind of have to piece the story together through environmental storytelling and context. I probably have to crank this crank over here, right? I just finally found an artist to help me with all the character models, because as much experience as I have with writing games and coding games and stuff like that, I am a crap artist. I am a really crap artist. By hand. With music, I'm fine. But, no, I had to put You Are Dog on hold specifically because of the heinous drawings that I do. They are literally terrifying. And they're not supposed to be terrifying. The game's supposed to be, like, somewhat cute and relatable. Oh, a skeleton! How creepy. Right, we get the dagger. Excellent. So here we are, on the island. That is a seagull. I think we were boozing ourselves silly. Your game is an Amnesia-style story-wise game, but as a gameplay is going to be very mixed. Do it. Innovate as much as you possibly can. I've already programmed in, like, so, like, every room in the house, when you actually get to a house and You Are Dog, every room in the house has a different branching kind of genre of game that you can play. And I have finished the Pokemon battles where essentially you go into the kitchen, you find there to be a threat, so you start attacking random things, and you go through a bunch of Pokemon-style games to beat everything into the kitchen, into the dirt, break everything in there. It's a nice wee take on the destruction that dogs really leave on things if you leave them alone. Okay, so now that we're here, proceed to your house to find a cross on the ground. We need to hang it back up. That's fine. I'm happy with this. But yeah, innovation is key. Innovation is what makes a game good, or what could potentially make it crap. People who just kind of rip assets and always use a very, very specific game engine so that they can have a very, very reliable or recognizable engine. It doesn't go very well. Especially with indie developers. All right, got a key right here. Nice. I'll take that. Pick up the key, shift the atmosphere. You'll find a person mentioning about the new keeper's disappearance. Get inside the lighthouse. After entering... Okay, we need to go into the storage. After entering... Oh, hello there, sir. Sun is no longer visible. That sucks, actually. Where is the new keeper gone? That's okay, friend. I'll go light it. Don't you worry. So this must be a completely different person. Must be a completely different person. Right, and here... After entering inside the storage, wait for a moment and exit out of the storage. Oh my god! You're actually working on the story before you knew Amnesia existed. It just happened to have similar baseline focus on the main characters, having forgotten where they are and what happened. Amnesia is a very, very convenient plot, isn't it? Like, massively convenient plot. But it does allow for a story to be told to the person experiencing the story for the first time as if it never happened to the original person, right? So when you fire up a game and you don't have any context, Amnesia is a really, really good way around having to kind of justify a bunch of context. You let the player figure it out for themselves. I have an arseload of concept arts as well, which I am using, and an ARG for its fanbase. Sadly, I don't have much of one for the game yet. Yeah, fanbase is going to be hard to get. You've probably seen my channel, Yinsen. I have been promoting it since last November every single day, and if you look at the size it is now, I don't know if I could have done anything faster or better, or just built up a community even better than I already have been. But the people who have found their way into my community seem to be really dedicated, and I love that. And I know most of them personally, including yourself, Scott. Okay, so we're now in the underground temple. You'll suddenly see a shift into something sinister containing a satanic circle in front of you. What, was that back here? It's got to be back here, right? Sinister circle. Is this it? Maybe? Oh. Yeah, we still have our shotgun too. And apparently the ammo holder, which we haven't used. Continue linearly and then go back out, to which you turn right to another tight corridor and front pit between. All right, we need to find a room with a bunch of meat hooks in it now. Yeah, the hardest thing about developing a video game is actually spending the absolute arseload of time required to actually have it programmed and function somewhat intended. Was this that long before? Okay, I think I just went the wrong way. I think we were supposed to go down the really, really obvious staircase. I think so. Yep, here we go. Giant staircase, let's go down here. So, end of here, we might find a room full of meat hooks. Or are we supposed to be in here? Maybe not. Maybe we're supposed to go back. Hilariously, my most popular post is some crap fan art of a toy Freddy in a cutesy art style with 3,000 likes. But I spent 9 drawing a dragon and making an ARG, 9 likes. Yeah, I know. Every single thing that you put a little bit of heart and soul into, unless it's a video game, every single thing will always flop. The sad fact of content creation is volume is always going to prevail over quality. It's just a fact. It's literally just a fact of analytics. Let's get that shotgun out of our hands in case we accidentally do a negligent discharge. Because I don't want to fire my load too early. This looks right. There's that egg. I think we hung that one up. Let's come down all of these stairs. I put so much effort into my Fran Bow playthrough. And it's such a shame that people started tapering off from watching it. Because I go back to it and I still realize, wow, this is way higher quality than I should have put into this Let's Play. I'd say the same for Little Misfortune, but at the time, when I was playing Little Misfortune, I didn't know so much. Okay. So we need to basically grab the dagger from over here. It's right here. And we need to plunge this into that cold, icy body with no genitals way off in the distance over here. We're going to plunge it into him, too. It's got weird textures. Boop. Let's open your tummy up. What's in your tum-tum? Ah, it's a floating egg. Great. Delightful. Okie dokie. So there's no achievements here. We need to go back to the island, it seems. That is truly a disgusting sound. Okay, up here we should put the dagger away, if memory serves. Scotswell, lol, I'm so sorry. I still need to watch those that just haven't bought the game yet. No, it's fine. It's fine. The videos literally aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to be up on the internet forever, which is kind of the whole point of the whole, you know, hello there mortals thing. Because video never dies. It can't die. Oh, that sounds horrible. I don't know where we're supposed to be going now. Right, here's that guy with his cut open tum-tum. Or maybe it was further up here. Do you interact with the worm? Nope, the worm is now out of sight, out of mind. It's absolutely fine. So, giving this guy that dagger... Oh, here we go. I was supposed to take it again. Okay. So, now that we're here, we spawn at the top where the lamp is, get up to the balcony for a short cutscene. Nice. I don't think I saw this in my previous playthrough. No, I definitely saw it. I remember the game putting mad emphasis on that grave. Okay, so we now need to come out of the lighthouse altogether without grabbing our lamp for some stupid reason. And then we need to go down to the tool shed. And no, I'm not talking about Tim the Toolman Taylor tool shed. I'm talking the actual tool shed on the island, the one that exists. Oh, look at the moon. I love moon shots. I adore them. Just about every chance that I get to see a moon in a video game, I'm taken back. And I don't know why, because it's such a stupid little pleasure of mine. It's just a round series of pixels, and yet every single time I'm like, ooh, someone made a moon. Fancy, fancy. Okay, let's grab the shovel. There it is. And there's that chest with a shotgun in it. I'm pretty sure we don't have the shotgun, right? Yeah, so the fact that we are holding the shotgun with the other guy who is down underground, under the lighthouse where he currently lives, contrary to no one lives under the lighthouse, I feel like it's safe to say that right now, when everything's built, it's a separation of the character between the two kind of protagonists that we get to play as, which are a father and son. That is my interpretation of it. I haven't Googled anything or looked it up. Scott's World, I started watching the Scream franchise for the first time this week. I'll say the OG Scream is probably one of my new favorite slashes. The sequel was boring, though. I guessed the TV show from 4 minutes of watching it. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but at the same time, like, unreliable narrator. Keep that in mind, and the Scream movies will always reveal themselves in some way. Note to self, make sure moon is in game to please Yinsen. Oh, yeah, you need the moon. Like, a real big moon as well. If you can do an eclipse, then that would just be even better. So, now that we're here, be a church behind the tool shed. Yep. Shift the weather to daytime. Okay, dig the grave. Apparently this is an achievement right here, but I feel like it's kind of mandatory to go through. Right here, and then we open this. Then a bunch of disgusting moths fly out. Now, I don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means. It's been a couple of days I've stewed on it, and I don't know. The OG movie was so good. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? The OG movie really caught everybody off guard, including me. What's your favorite scary movie? If I ever get that phone call, right, I'm just gonna say men. It's kind of genius. It's a psychology horror. And it's got several birth scenes which have put every single person off that I have found who could possibly have watched it and enjoyed it. A whole area in the game dedicated to the eclipse? Oh, yes, please. Do it like Berserk or Elden Ring, and you can go to the eclipse and you can stand on it. If it's not too much to ask. S'il vous plaît. Okay, so now that we've done this, continue forward to your house, but pick up the picture of a shovel. Pick up the picture of a shovel in front of your house. Who's gonna take a photo of a shovel? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. I've always wanted to walk on an eclipse, actually. It would just be so pretty. Probably pretty dangerous, though. I'd need a very, very radiation-proof suit. Probably be 10 times my size and thickness. I wouldn't even know that I'm there. All I'd have to go by are photos that everybody else took. Which wouldn't turn out well because the radiation. Yep, that's definitely a shovel. Thanks, mystery artist. Terrifying scenes just made me not be able to watch them. Yeah. Oh, crap scenes, yeah. Yeah. Men has 2 scenes that really catch people off guard. One is a primer, where this guy sticks his hand through a mailbox slot and some lady sticks a knife through it and then he just pulls it out and he's fine. That's supposed to prime you for the ick of the birth scenes that are coming. And they are... They would make even the most seasoned person remember it. It's about as memorable as a Serbian film, but with a better story, because all of the injuries that are done to the monster are actually completely relative to the reason the monster is there in the first place. It's tied to trauma. It's a trauma thing. And it's very, very clever. But at the same time, absolutely disgusting to watch. My girlfriend got so sick she had to leave the room, and I had 3 friends close their eyes and cover their ears and everything like that. Okay, so proceed inside, then once again, shift back to the same place. Okay. Here we are. We see a satanic circle. But at the previous spot we've been, yes, go to your right. Or I could just turn all the way around. Woo! Oh, that's right, we're being hunted! Ah. And hide around here. Do we have to go in that hole right there? Okay, move, whoa. Drop down into the hole. Okay, now we need a bunch of these medallions. So this is where the monster is actually hiding out. Oh! That actually spooked me. Okay, I'm gonna take this Donga medallion and I'm gonna hide over here. Right, so... What the devil? Oh! We need to get killed by it. That looked like the mimic from Lethal Company, didn't it? Scott's World, I found out that many people hate Chicken Run 2, like that's the general conscious. What? Are you serious? I love Chicken Run 2. It was the sequel everybody wanted, wasn't it? Okay, where is it? I'm not afraid of you! Face me, coward! Okay, so... Okay, there's a couple of ways of beating this area, right? Number one is that we find all 4 medallions, or we could actually apparently just skip all of this garbage, which I am happy to do. We could skip through this. I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna go this way. There we go. I'm pretty sure here is another medallion. Yep, he dropped it right there. There it is. Now we want to go back and to the left. Back and to the left. Oh, shut up, whatever you are. So this is where we put the medals. Yep, there's one. And here's another one. Oop. Put the one with the weird willy in that. Their opinions are invalid. Art is subjective. Art is entirely to the perception of whoever is looking at it. Wait, is it coming back? Oh my god! That was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy's medallion. I wonder if we can actually skip through. I'll try it one more time. Because apparently if you like fail this 3 times, then you've got the option of just skipping it all together. Which is nice. Oh, maybe it doesn't work like that. I mean, that's absolutely fine. I'll do it the right way. Yeah, Chicken Run 2 was awesome. I love Chicken Run 2. There was even a point in it where my girlfriend, who I was watching it with at the time, thought that there was going to be a cannibalism joke. You know, where that lady fell into the chicken nugget machine. And to be quite fair, I kind of thought there was going to be one too. Oh, did it come in here? Nope, that's not where we want to go. Probably want to go this way and hang a left. In this little tomb hole here. Yep, here we go. Is this the rude guy? No. Oh, it kind of is, actually. Wow, that guy died on the ledge. That sucks. Could you imagine dying on an edge like that? Kind of weird that a skeleton's still being held together by some unknown force. Ah, there's the other one. Oh! No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. No! He's stupid. What's going on? All I hear is this guy cutting shapes on the dance floor right next to us. I don't think he's gone. I think he stopped moving for a bit. Oh well. Sue me. Where did he go? Okay, I got all the medallions. It like despawned it. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god! sweaty hands. Okay, so once we solve this area, okay, I've got a vague idea of what to do next. Piss off! He's camping us. He's camping us really hard. Okay, I think he's gone. Yep, definitely gone. Hopefully he didn't go this way. Well, that could have gone wrong. Oh, I think that's a statue. No, we don't want to be in here. I think we want to be over there. Ah! No! That was poppycock. I got an achievement! The chariot! Well, that's funny. Okay, so I think here we just have to booze up, right? We just have to do a little bit of boozing. Yep, we have to drink this right here. Hopefully it's not oil. If I were the keeper of this lighthouse, I would have taken one of those giant oil storages up top here. Okay. So... we just need to do a little bit more walking now, I think. We need to go all the way down into storage, I think. I think that's the case. And then here, and then we kind of pass out. Here we go. Oh, I'm so drunk. Clong. And dead. That sucks. We died. Okay. So now we will have our gun out. Yes, we can't go backwards. I already tried that in the other playthrough. Oh, I see. Okay, so we don't want the shotgun out, actually. We want this little box out. Weird, it's doing that thing where it, like, hijacks my, my controls again. Maybe it's just loading these gigantic structures too much. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue this game is currently facing. What a game, though, right? This is actually a really good game. Just did it again. It's still doing it. Yep. I think it might be something to do with the sprint feature. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of planning for this next bit right here. So, I am looking at the guide. Here, we will go into an arena. In the arena before the monster spawns, we must grab the shells from skeleton corpses to prepare to which the arena will become darkened so you can fight the monster. One important thing is how this will affect the ending. Right, so there is one called Justice. Do not kill the monster, but shooting it one time means you can move on. However, if you get hit, you won't get another achievement. So either restart or move on to do this next time. After that, fall down into the center of the pit to shift to another scene, unlocking the achievement. You know, Dead Space is going to take a really long time with the way I play. It's 12 chapters and I'm only at 3. That's absolutely fine. It'll take as long as it takes. The thing is, like, when you play a game like Dead Space, you tend to sit there for like 3 to 4 hours stretches, so it feels like the runtime is shorter than it actually is. But they are long games. They are genuinely long games, especially when you're making a Let's Play of them. Okay. So, We got to shoot him once, I think. Shoot him once and leave. And not get hit. That's essentially what we need to do in this instance right this second. So I don't actually think we're going to need any other shotgun shells, are we? Like, I'll loot them, of course, but I don't think we need to. Okay, this is the crank that leads down to the arena. So we'll hit this. And then we got to make a mad sprint around the place. Here we go. The moths are going to be getting away from this gigantic river of blood, it seems. There's more of them. Where's the first skeleton? I don't see any skeletons. I don't see any of them. Ah, here's one. Thanks, weird controls. There's one shell. Excellent. There's another one here. Yoink! Yoink! I said! Okay, and over here. Yoink? Yoink, please? No, no yoink. There's another one over here. Yoink, yoink. Okay, that should be good. I'm reloading it. Okay, we can't get hit here. We can't get hit. I have to try hard. Oh my god! Oh, are you... Okay, okay, okay. We got hit. We're gonna actually have to restart this area. I hope it doesn't take us all the way back to the beginning. Oh, perfect, actually. Where is he? There he is. We got hit. Oh my god. This shotgun controls like absolute ass, by the way. It is an ass gun. Okay, good. We didn't get hit just then. We're going to reload our shotgun because we should. And now we jump down the hole. We did hit him. We did. Yeah, nice. We got the achievement. So I'm not entirely sure what that really meant, per se. If any game was to be adapted to a movie, what would you choose, aside from I have no mouth and must scream? Oh, you just took the best one away. Probably Hotline Miami. That one deserves a movie. That one actually deserves a movie. It would come out like Fight Club, honestly. Okay. So, keep going to any houses, knocking on the doors, while you keep shifting to the place where you've fallen and rowing the boat. Okie dokie, I'll keep doing that. Let's go and knock on a bunch of these doors. Boo, boo. Open the door, I know you're there. The red lights give it away. Okay, now we're in the meat fountain. We're in the meat canyon. The mystery flesh pit. So this guy we're playing as here, the guy rowing, is leaving the new lighthouse keeper at this island. That's what he's doing. I don't think he actually has any other part to play in the lore of this game, other than literally what I just said. Okay, let's keep knocking on the doors. Where is he? Open up! Now, when they say he, I have no idea who they are talking about. Like, zero clue. Alright, here we go. Mystery flesh pit again. So, there is a timeline, right? And the timeline's really confusing. I think that when we were dropped there the first time, when there were no houses around the place, we were the original lighthouse. Oh, no, we can't have been the original lighthouse keeper because the intro was... Well, the intro already suggested that there was another lighthouse keeper, and we also dug up the previous lighthouse keeper's grave. It is a story between father and son. That's what I am getting from this game. It is a story between father and son. The son was the first lighthouse keeper, and the father went to go and find him, or vice versa. I'm not entirely sure. What's going on? Open the damn door. Oh no, my eyes. Am I? Be careful with him. He's alright, he needs some rest. An SCP TV show is apparently on its way. Each episode... Ooh! Is the discovery of a randomly chosen SCP. That is awesome. I love that so much. I actually adore that. That is so cool. Yeah, chasing that kid of his. He has forgotten who he is and why he's here. Soon he'll remember. Let's bring him back to the sanctuary. So that doesn't necessarily make much sense to me. This is us. I think this is us as the sun. This is the first lighthouse keeper. No, second lighthouse keeper. Went down and is currently going through the metamorphosis that changes them into kind of like the spider monster. Because we're about to play as the spider monster. If I remember right. Oh, here we are. Yeah, so here we are. We're under the canoe. We just broke free. We are now the spider. So this is the pupae, and we're going to become a giant, beautiful moth quite shortly. We cannot run, unfortunately. It is a very confusing story, isn't it? I don't know why, but I feel like... I know it's one of those Eurasian countries. I don't know if it's Russian, Ukrainian, and I don't really want to make the distinction between the two, because I know that quite possibly Russian and Ukrainian people both worked on this game together. You know, the countries don't hate each other, it's just politically they clash. The people can work together, frequently. But... Eurasian games have a real tendency to put really high-minded context into their games. And most of the time, it is really, really difficult to elucidate any of that context. So I think I've gotten the most out of what I could from this, but ultimately the game is giving me nothing to work with other than, hey, here's the perspectives of a few different people. So I think the metamorphosis, I think this right here is supposed to be the first lighthouse keeper, and after we kind of go through the motions in this house right here, then people start moving on to the island and the rest of the community gets built. It could even be likely that there is some kind of demonic presence here at play as well. Evidence cited. Okay, we'll put this back, of course. Oh, we got the Hierophant. You knew that faith will guide and protect you. Okay, well, that confirms that immediate line I just said. Apparently, R.L. Stine played Indigo Park and called it some of the most fun horror he's ever seen, saying the quality of the work matches his own. That's unsurprising, honestly. Although, R.L. Stine, he's a bit of a heavy hitter. I didn't take him for a gamer. I never took him for a gamer. Okay, here we go. The metamorphosis begins. So it's not religious, otherwise that iconography would have kind of staunched the wound, so to speak. I have no idea what that says, and I'm not even willing to figure it out. So here we get to be the spider. This is how all of that crap got on the walls while we were doing our first couple of days' work. I'm not sure what we're doing here, though. We can't go up. Oh, that's right. We gotta eat this. We gotta eat the rope. Or not. And now we gotta go all the way back to our little hidey hole. Okay, that was jarring. Needlessly jarring. What the hell is going on? Okay. Gotta go down. Okay, please. It's a shame we can't take the stairs, honestly. It would have been so much faster. This is literally the longest point from point A to point B, going in the widest spiral we can possibly find. Yum. Sacks of stones. Delicious. My favorite. So I think that we are currently playing as the sun. Now we go and hide underground. And I think what we're chasing right here is our father. Who basically came to find us. What are we doing down here? I do not remember. Okay, so... I'm just looking at the guide again. You'll be greeted with a maze. Enter... Oh, they've actually given us the answers. It's nice of them. So in here... right, left, left, straight. Right, left, left, straight. That guy running around down here literally just spooked us for no reason. Good. Now, apparently, we have to eat a bunch of lighthouse keepers. There's a few of them. What do you mean? He was gapping it! Okay, we actually... Oh no. How long's it been like that? Oh, this keyboard is going to take some getting used to. Right, I'll come back down here. We actually have to restart this area. Hopefully we're not in the maze immediately. Yeah, we just literally have to get through this guy right here. I'm going to take the straight path. And they said to another, behold, this dreamer comes. Come now therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. Okay, this is the second one. On the tool shed he goes, go to it while staying on the right side and then chase him. Don't worry, I can do that. So all the way down here. There he is. I don't know what he's doing, but I am definitely taking the fastest point to get to him. I'm actually annoyingly slow, gotta be said. Okay, and we are gonna gap it up here. Hopefully we'll catch up to him, but it might not be... Oh no, we definitely got him. There we go. And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors. And they brought it to their father and said, this we have found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. Right, and now here is Dad. Coming here, right? So, in the hallowed ground, as you go back to the main area of the lighthouse, the prey will appear. Run towards him for the last time and don't stop. Try to cut to the right path with a little instead. Following the dirt path, otherwise he'll just get to the lighthouse safety. Okay, we're just going to gap it forward. Or maybe not. Maybe we're not going to gap it forward. Maybe we're going to do a complete 180. And we're going to follow this path along. There he is. So we have to catch up to him. I think straight line might be our best bet, to be quite honest. I'm pretty sure we can catch up to him. We are slightly faster than him, and I'm pretty sure his asthma was letting him down as well. All we have to do is kind of like cut these corners that he keeps taking, which is definitely going to give us a little bit more speed. Okay, we've actually almost got him as well. Okay, he's almost there. No! Eat him! Eat him! Nice. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. An evil beast hath devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. Okay. So whoever we're playing as was not the son. Oh, wow. I am actually very confused by all of this, to be quite honest. Okay, after all 3 lighthouse keepers prey caught, I should get an achievement, which I'm pretty sure I've already got. Good. And now we go down the hatch. There we go. Scott's World. Also, I have discovered a timeline of games that are required to play before Edith Finch if you get to it. I'll get to it eventually. Journey and The Unfinished Swan. I've played them both. A long time ago. I could do it again for the channel, if need be. Must be played before Edith Finch, as it is a direct sequel to both. Also, I will say that What Remains of Edith Finch was one of the best short story games I've ever played, just ever. That's high praise. That's very high praise. Oh, nice! When it was called for you, you answered. So, this has to be some kind of like... Who we're playing as. It is not any of the lighthouse keepers. It's not the son, it's not the drunk, and it's not the father. It's got to be somebody else. It's got to be someone completely different. And I have no idea who that could possibly be. But they must have been there for a long time, because when this guy was keeping the lighthouse, there was no large community here. This was way back before all of those houses and stuff were built. So he must have been like the first guy to fall into that kind of inner sanctum area, I suppose. Okay, there's another Chivo coming up. Right, once again, in this arena, you need to face against the lighthouse keeper. You must avoid his fire without getting hit. We need to restart if we get hit. Okay, and when he stops to shoot, strafe and move left, right. Yep, easy. Get close to him. Okay, so it seems as though... I don't know. Actually, this one seems kind of tricky. I don't know what to do here. So we're in the butthole right here. And I forget how to get through the butthole. We have to go like, oh, this way, maybe? Why are we facing the wrong way? Okay, we're gonna come through all of here, and we're gonna go back into that arena fight. We are nimble. Gotta be said, we're a very, very nimble non-Euclidean horror. So yeah, what I'm struggling to understand is, who are we in the grand scheme of things? Okay, we gotta restart if we get like a red screen or anything like that. So every time he fires his shotgun, okay, now he's gonna have to reload. Every time he fires his shotgun, he runs low on ammo. And eventually he's just gonna run out of ammo entirely. Restart. Gotta do it. Gotta restart. We can't get hit. We can't get hit for this 100% run. Good. So it seems like strafing diagonally actually does throw his aim off a ridiculous amount. So as long as we keep him in our sights and move side to side while he's trying to shoot, he doesn't seem to be able to hit us. He is reloading that gun way faster than we could though, which is actually really annoying. You know, on account of that's an obvious perk that he's got that we didn't. Okay, good. I thought he was going to hit us just then, but he didn't. I don't know how many shotgun shells are going to be around here, though. Okay, good. It's got to be low, right? It's got to be real low. It's got to be so super low. He is slowing down. Okay, that was good. We almost actually just bit the dust on that one. So this is the guy with the asthma, right? This is the guy who's always trying to cough up a lung. Oh, there we go. He just refreshed his stamina, even though we've literally been chasing him this whole time. Which way did he go? There he is. So this is Dad. This is the father that we're fighting right now. I didn't want to take that hit right there. All right, here we go. I think he's either out of ammo or he's really struggling. There we go. Nice! That feels good. That feels good to have done all of that. The devil. Once fallen, you would not allow another one to fall. Don't know what that means. Be quite honest. Okay. Wonderful. So, let's look at our cards. What is this one? For the Emperor! That's the same one we had before. The moon, also the same one that we had before. This is the star. Okay, I don't know who we are playing as right now. I don't know who we're playing as. Can we just go down? No. Welcome to the Oblivion Chapel. Again. Cool. Thank you. How'd I do? For the 1000th time, you and I have the same dream, human. I mean, dream. Do not lie to yourself. You still have no right to change your own nature and can no longer obey the voice of the lords or his angels. You have failed the trial, as you will fail it again, and your sin is in defiling the sanctuary, in false service, and poisoning your own mind. Only repentance will bring you peace. Let the wheel of fortune turn and remind you of your true self, and repentance is coming. Okie dokie. What, is this like the bad ending? I followed a guide verbatim. Oh, here we go. So we need to fill this out. Can we get a cutscene? I'd like to buy a valve. Yeah, I know, right? It's a bunch of gobbledygook to me. Will I be 100%ing that's not my neighbor? Probably not. Most of That's Not My Neighbor seems to be completely RNG. I don't really think there's any reliable way of 100%ing That's Not My Neighbor. Like, I can play it for a bunch of streams if that's what the people want, but like at the same time, we've already seen a lot of the secrets from Nightmare mode in the base campaign, like the VIPs, the achievement path. The only thing that we would really have to watch out for is Chester and his weird little things. I had a dream. In it, you and I are sitting at a table. Everything seems normal, but something is not right. In this dream, I see myself through your eyes. I am telling you something, but you are distracted and do not listen. Has someone come? No. Nobody could. When you turn around, you notice that I have disappeared. You get up and go to the room because you know that I am hiding from you there. Who is I? As you walk, you try to remember what I told you. It's complicated. Yeah, you don't say. What was I telling you? It was something important? Probably not. Probably something about the sexual frustration of lighthouse keepers. Can we just leave? No. I told you that I had a strange dream, but you did not listen. Is that repeating? In this dream, I was you, but you were not my son. Okay. You went to the room, but I am not there. There is an open book on the corner. Yes, I've seen your smut, father. I wasn't impressed. There are a few words on the page. Hustler. Again! The previous keeper disappeared. So, I was you, but you were not me. So the sun is definitely the monster. What an absolute headache of a game to try and piece together. And with names like that, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Man, I'm still really, really confused. Okie dokie. So, there's only a couple that we missed. Oh, apparently there's another day. No, there's not. It's not another day. The game is over. What? Okay, we're going back to the main menu. Let's see what we got, because we got a bunch of achievements. We got next to none of them. Are you taking the piss? What? I am so lost. So at this point right here, even though we have followed literally all of the steps, we didn't get the same ending as we were supposed to get. Okay. There are more endings. Right, so there are a couple more endings. One of them requires us to go back into that fight. Actually, what time is it? Oh, I don't have time to go and chase them out in this episode right here. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to come back to this game, I think, and I'm going to see what else this game has to offer in a different stream, because there's so much in this game to witness. Okay, well, I'm off. Thank you everybody so much for watching while my character coughs out a lung. Cool, good session. I don't know if we actually got through anything. We didn't get a single achievement out in the main menu screen, so I'm a little bit lost about that. Unless we literally have to finish the credits, which would just be a real dent farce. I don't know why anybody would force that on anybody. But I am going to have to do this at another time. So, thank you so much for watching. I have run out of time. There will be playlists galore popping up on the screen about now. And, of course, subscribe. Why not? If you watch this entire VOD, you may as well just subscribe. And I will be back another day to finish up this game because it slaps and I'm kind of enamored with it. Goodbye. Goodbye. I've got nothing more to say. I've got nothing else. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.